Hello everyone and welcome back to match. The international break again is over. Newcastle takes on Brighton at St James's Park, 6th against 7th in the Premier League. A huge game where we need to win. If Newcastle want to finish in the top 6 this season, we've got to beat the teams around us that are looking to get in those sort of European positions. I like Brighton a lot. I love the infrastructure. I love the way they bring talent out. They've just been able to do such a good job ever since they got promoted with Newcastle all the way back in 2017. They've just done so well of making money and having unbelievable players. And this is going to be the story we all know about Yankuba Minteh, the one that we had to sell Yankuba Minteh due to PSR regulations, which meant that we had to sell some of our youth players. He's someone we lost to Brighton, and already he looks better than basically any of our attackers so far this season. Minteh's been brilliant. Willie's, hello mate, you good? Will he stick it to Newcastle today? That is the question. Will he stick it to us? I'm worried about him. I can't lie, I'm worried about him. I think the rest of their attack's brilliant as well. Welbeck's good. Mitoma's definitely good. Newcastle do have some issues going into this game, but we have Isak back. We have one of our attackers back. And we need to get 3 points today. We need to play well. We need to get 3 points. If Newcastle want to get top 6 this season, these are the sort of matches historically we always drop points in, so we cannot drop points in these games now that we need to make sure that we can get some massive home wins. Looking forward to this game. I think it'll be a real good tactical set piece from both teams, but Newcastle need to come out on top. I can't stress the importance of it. If you guys enjoy the content, make sure I get down and hit that subscribe button. Every single match this season we will be at, and without further ado, let's speak to some Brighton fans, let's see what's going on, and let's enjoy, once again, being back here at St James's Park.
Oh yes. Oh yes, it is Joe. Hey Joe. Joe. Yeah. Hey Joe. Hi Joe. Good time.
Blue Links Brighton, match day vlogger for Brighton Hove Albion, just like Adam P. Do all the match day vlogs, home and away. First time here, funny enough, so very excited. I'm not going to lie to you, Adam, but it's a nice weather as well. Can't complain. We've brought the southern weather up with us.
And that's the first thing I'm going to ask you. You just mentioned the first time in Newcastle. Yeah. You're in the city centre now. You met a bunch of Newcastle fans. Just, I guess, what's your thoughts on everything so far?
Well, look, I got out of the car, 2 minutes, already spoke to some Geordies, and I felt a really nice warm welcome already coming. And it's just lovely. The architects are around, and I said, on my channel with Adam, that, as a young kid, I've always really enjoyed St James's Park. Really like the architecture to it, and I just love the big stand it has. I don't know why. It's just an interesting ground, and the fans are just fantastic as well, which I'm hopefully going to experience today. But yeah, I've loved it, and I've only been here realistically for like an hour and a half, and really enjoyed my time already here, and I can't wait to get in the stadium.
Well, I'm going to ask you the painful question, my point of view. Yeah. You guys, I got Yankuba Minteh. You got the one that we want to keep a hold of, cheers mate. You got the one that we want to keep a hold of. How has he been for you? Should we be scared of him today?
I'm not going to lie, he is what I call a proper winger. Gets stuck in, he might be small, and physically he might be, not the most stocky of players, but he gets stuck in there, he's aggressive, and he's very composed. For his age, quality player, so I can only thank you guys for it. But yes, I do think he's going to start today, and I do think he will be a player to watch out for, to say the least. Yankuba Minteh, I think he's going to be a big player for us, and hopefully he stays with us for a little bit. We don't just sell him off straight away. So yeah.
Right, massive match, of course. 6th cup versus 7th. Huge 6-pointer. Both teams in the exact same amount of points. Going into this game is a massive match. I know Brighton are a good team. Newcastle are a good team. In your honest, personal opinion, how do you think this game is going to go?
Look, I don't travel this far to, predict against my team. I'm going to go fair, and I'm going to go 2-1. It might be a bit boring, but look, I definitely think you'll get a goal against us. That's for sure. I would love to see a win here, especially as how good your home record is. It's scary good, to be honest with you, this season. So, would like to change that. Would like to come in and bring a good result anyway.
But listen, I wish you all the best. Obviously, I hope things don't go well today, but I hope for Brighton this season. I would love to see Brighton back in European football again. We want to see
you back at the Amex.
Yes, I will be back at the Amex, so don't need to worry about that. I wish you all the best for this season. Best of luck. Enjoy your time at St James Park. Enjoy your time being in the city of Newcastle.
I will, absolutely.
This is mental, by the way. It's my turnstile there. It's 15. Just look where the queue starts. So it loops around, and then it goes all the way back around down there. That is my queue for the turnstile there. This is why I always like to come in half an hour beforehand, but I'll be a bit late to do that today. But yeah, hopefully within the next 10 minutes to get in, but I can't stand this new ticketing structure thing. I don't know why it's so slow, it just is. But yeah, every single match day, if you guys come in less than half an hour before the game, it's just always like this. It is a nightmare. First chance of the game, it's a good goal by Brighton, but it's awful on our point of view. It's a complete defensive mishap, just went through two defenders and scored. Can't fault them, it was a good goal from Brighton, but it's awful for us. Because the key chances, it's like literally 2 minutes ago, had a one-on-one, has to score it. Brighton slipped through and it's a quality goal from them.
First goal of the game to Brighton.
Awful on this. As in the box, has to be a good corner. That's shite, that is absolute shite. Last chance to get anything from this game, you put a corner like that in. It's just laughable, that, man. No way, even any of our players. Oh, celebrating, I mean, fair play to them. But no criticism again with Brighton. I thought they came here, they've done the job they wanted to do and got all 3 points. Talk about more safe, but a load of rubbish shots for us. Full time at St James's Park, Newcastle United 0, Brighton 1, and just before we talk through that absolute shambolic performance from ourselves, I just want to say straight away, I speak on behalf of myself, and I'm sure I can speak on behalf of all the Newcastle fans as well, and say we all wish Danny Welbeck the best. It was horrible to see one of Brighton's players go down like that today, holding the back of his head, had to get immediate medical attention. He was stretched off the pitch. However, when he was being stretched off, he was waving, he was giving his thumbs up to the fans, and Welbeck will be okay. That's the most obvious point. And I like to say, obviously, well to Newcastle fans, all clapped them off, and that was quite a nice moment that we can kind of take away from the context of the game and say, well, fair play to everyone, and we do hope Danny Welbeck all the best. And secondly, in regards to Brighton, before we talk about Newcastle, I've got no complaints with them. They came here, did a job, did a tactical job, got 3 points in what was a huge 6-pointer, which we have threw away. We threw it away again. How many times this season have Newcastle United done this, where they went into a game and they walked away dropping points? We were awful today. We were awful. First half an hour was honestly probably the best I've seen from us all season long. We were aggressive. We were getting right into their faces. We were pressing hard. Brighton was struggling to move the ball around. They didn't have a clue what to do. But the problem being, we can't score goals. We can't get chances. We are so bad in front of goal. Newcastle just threw away every chance we had today. Isak had a massive one-on-one opportunity. To be fair, it's a good save, but Isak has to score. I thought, considering it was his first game back, he was quite lively, especially in the second half. But big chances and big moments, and we don't take, and we haven't took these big chances all season long. And again, we miss chances and we lose out in games like this. It was a massive loss for us there. And we go now into next week, where we have Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea at St James's Park in the Carabao Cup, and Arsenal at home in the space of 6 days. 3 massive games against 2 top-class opposition teams in a season where, with the exception of the Manchester City home game at St James's Park, I don't think we looked good really in any game. We had a couple of okay performances, but it's Newcastle not at their best, and again today we weren't at our best, and that's why we lost that game. Danny Welbeck's goal, in our point of view, is horrific. Welbeck runs in between 2 centre-half. He gets in between Shaw and Byrne. There's no one here at the Welbeck. Welbeck, to be fair, and a good individual goal from him. His pace is exceptional. His finish is exceptional. However, from us in a defensive mishap, it was woeful. We had a lot of dominance in the game at that point, and we threw away all that dominance that we had in the space of one attack. It was terrible from us, and Brighton score on the back of a Newcastle United mistake. Then from that point, I thought then the game started to slow down a bit. Newcastle were just unable to get into the game, and there's a lot of criticism coming out of that, because I don't think that was a good performance almost. That was a crucial game for us, where the reality is we just weren't good enough. We weren't good enough, were we? I think a loss might have been harsh. I think Newcastle maybe deserved a draw out of that, but we've never ever in a million years deserved 3 points in that game. Second half, we changed subs, we changed tactics around. Even then, again, I don't think the changes were made with grace. I thought Willock was just so often when he came on as a sub. I don't know if he got hurt, I don't know if he was injured, but he just didn't work for me as a sub. I don't know what that was about. We took Tonali off, then we started to take our players off as well. It was just poor. It was just so poor, wasn't it? There's not much else I can say, to be honest. I'm extremely peeved off in that game. And that's Newcastle all season long. We play like that every single match. Eventually, you will be caught out. I thought the points coming into this game, points-wise, was 6th in the table. So despite our poor performances, still have picked up quite a lot of points. But coming into this match, if you play like that every single week, you will be caught out. And I thought Newcastle were caught out today. Again, hello mate. But again, when you play like that, there's only so many times you can get away with getting a point, or you have a bit of individual brilliance where you score a screamer. Newcastle just did not have that brilliance today. We didn't have that moment where someone stepped up for. We had a lot of chances, we didn't take them. Gordon had a 1-on-1 in the second half, straight at the goalkeeper, had a straight, and there's just no venom behind it. Isak has a shot that deflected, to be fair, is again a good save by the goalkeeper. And we did have chances in that second half, and we did give it a go. I'm not going to say that Newcastle didn't put any effort in, because we did, but it wasn't good enough. We just are poor. Honestly, I've watched Newcastle every single game this season. Do I think we're good enough to be a top 6 team? So far from what I've seen in the opening 8 games, I don't think we're good enough. I don't think we're a top 6 team. That's not to say that we aren't going to change it around, because again, there's still 30 more games in this season. But from what I've seen from this team so far this season, we are not good enough to be a top 6 team. I don't think we're a top 6 team, and I honestly think we're probably around top 8, top 9 maybe. We just haven't been able to get that step above where we need to be. And for the money that we spent, Brighton, a team today that has brilliant infrastructure, has been able to build from the ground up. We've spent a lot more money in players in Brighton. We spent a lot more money in Everton a couple of weeks ago, and we drop points constantly. We drop points again, and it's just not good enough. It's not good enough. I can come out in this video, I can state the obvious for this point onwards, but Newcastle United today were exposed because of the fact that we have not been playing good football. We are horrendous in front of goal. We don't take chances when we get them. We don't score opportunities when we get them. In a defensive point of view, I thought for the most part we haven't been too bad this season, but I'm going to be honest, I think Botman is needed back. Today would Botman prevented that goal from Danny Welbeck? Maybe so, but again, a defensive point of view, we're not awful, but we just have that little moment in the game where we almost switch off and then they get an opportunity. But we're awful in possession, we're awful in front of goal, and we just don't take chances when we get them. And as a result, we then suffer the pressure of potential counter-attacks, and then Brighton were able just to settle the game down and to control it in their point of view. Awful from us. It's awful today from us. I'm not happy at all. It's a game that we shouldn't have lost him, but we've lost him because Newcastle weren't good enough. That's the reality from it. And now we go to 2 Chelsea games next week and Arsenal in the space of 6 days, where it's 3 teams that are all 3 matches you're probably going to be struggling to compete in. But we have to be much better. We were good against Man City. We can't play well against good teams. We have got to be better at Stamford Bridge, because if you play like that at Stamford Bridge, you are in trouble. We are in big trouble. So yeah, coming out of this game, what else do I need to say? Awful from us. Absolutely awful from Newcastle today. We need to improve on it going into next week. But we were Brighton, fair enough. They came to St James's Park and put us in our place today, because we were just nowhere near it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching anyway. Let me know your thoughts down below. There's not much else I need to say. Cost ourselves again. How many times we've said that this season? Cost ourselves big time in that match, and now we have to reflect and move on to the next one. Awful, absolutely awful.